Seems like you landed on your feet.
Yeah, some freelance consulting work fell into my lap. Just lucky, I guess.
I could use some of that.
You got a crush on her. Wow. Crime pays. Oh, Jesus. No. No. Oh, no.
Have you talked to David lately? No? It's understandable. I'm sure that all of this must be humiliating for him. And for you.
If you'd like me to beat the shit out of you again, keep it up.
I really don't like that little blonde one.
Adderpole terraforming tower MV37D officially decommissioned as of today. Prospective colonists, Belters in particular, will pay top dollar for this stuff.
They're still running MSEC 4.
You served.
So, shouldn't take more than 2 minutes to crack it and get in.
Study up, people. It's going to be a very nice score.
Wow. Really interested to see how they're going to get in here. Is Miller going to come back?
Assuming that we get in, it's going to be hard enough sealing the hole, but there's no way we're going to be able to seal those.
If I tell you I need something done,
Then it happens.
it's going to take a few weeks minimum for a relief ship to get here, maybe months. The difference between us all starving to death and some of us surviving may be how many mouths we're trying to feed.
There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of Belters. If it comes down to them or us, it's us. Holden and your new boyfriend may have a problem with that harsh reality. Is it a problem for you?
If that's the case, I'll do what needs to be done. That's not good.
So we had, last week we had the woman, I think from the RECN crew, who's got the green eye. Now Elvie's got it. And this looks serious. It's not, there's like some green cluster of stuff in the back of her eye. Not a plague. Please, not a plague. Play.
For your parents will teach you well.
Oh.
For you sail.
Oh.
There was an unregistered OPA router in the path of the Sojourner's Type beam. The log showed the transmission was encrypted with MCRN codes.
When we had him, Marco mentioned Mars.
The transponder was the Pazuza, a Belter ferry en route to Palos. In a few hours, every available OPA asset will have eyes and ears on that ship.
Okay. Wow. Uh-oh. Code's been updated.
Let's get out of here.
Hang on. The hydraulics that operate this door run through the base of the terraforming tower.
There's not much air in this.
It's enough for me. This won't be the hardest thing I've ever done.
True story. Fucking hell. Wow.
Are you sure it's safe down there?
Nope.
Hmm?
What was that for?
In case.
She caught feelings. This thing is amazing.
We're good. Start sending him down.
What's he saying?
Anyone still here needs to hunker down. Shockwave's coming.
What are you still doing here?
Help me, please.
Do we really need all this?
Yes, this is a biochemical assay deck, and that is a pharmaceutical printer. Trust me, we're going to need them both.
Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, they did not need to lose all their windows right now. Fucking hell.
Tim. I'm all right.
I should be down there with you.
It makes me feel better that you're not. Same to you, Alex.
Oh, it was understood.
I'm not planning to die down here.
Good. Don't.
Please don't, Jim. Oh god.
The wind took them both.
Okay, come with me. Come with me.
Mako is on that ship.
He would know by now that there is a price on his head. And do you really believe he would be so careless as to expose himself like this?
The ship has been underway without a stop or rendezvous since this transmission was sent. There's no way he could have disembarked.
He won't be alone. There'll be a fight. We need ships and belters with guns.
When Fred and Dawes see this, they'll give us whatever we need. This time, Mako won't be able to talk his way out.
It's a trap.
It's a trap!
It's a trap. I don't know how it's a trap. I have a speculation. Pause. So imagine if he wasn't on the ship and they decide to fire on it or something, and then they've attacked another faction, and Marco is nowhere near that ship. That's just what I'm thinking. Play. Wow. Fucking hell, Bobby, hurry up. Oh my god, and then she's got to go all the way down into... Oh god. I don't need distress, Bobby. Now she's gonna have sleepy gloves.
That should do it.
We're in.
Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, fuck off. No!
There's a guy inside who's locked me out. He's calling for help. I'm out of it.
Shit! Oh no. Oh wow, they got her.
That was impressive.
Same to you.
Easy.
All right, let's make some money.
She is badass. I really would not want to be down there with them. It's like Ganymede all over again. Oh, this is spreading. Fucking hell. Jim? Oh no! Shit, that's it! That's it! Jim, get in that fucking hole. Do not be a hero. Shit! Oh, shut up. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. Oh, it's giving me the woos. I loved the way that they created the tsunami. That was exceptional. That's been one of the best special effects I think I've seen this show do. There was proper peril there. So I'll try and, oh God, I've got to try and analyse things now. So let's do Bobby first, because it was smaller, so it looks like she's in a sort of relationship with Thomas now. That's really cute, I think. He seems fairly gentle, but again, I'm not sure quite how authentic that is. It's just going to take me time to kind of trust it and see where it goes. But it's very nice to see a romantic side of Bobby, and I've got a mega crush on her now after this episode. I don't know why, but suddenly, I think it's because I missed her last week, and now she's back. I extra appreciate her. So more Bobby. I'm loving her storyline. I could actually do with more of that, to be honest. I really am enjoying the sort of disintegration of Mars. I really like that little interaction she had at the bar with the new guy, the tall guy, where she was like, "You served?" And there was this sort of fondness in her for a moment. You can feel like this longing for her to maybe go back to that place. And she was relating to him how she would have related to him if they weren't in the middle of a crime syndicate. It was just, that was really good. I also like the added dynamic of the little blonde one sort of putting her hand on Issei Martin's hand and being rebuffed. So I'm guessing he sort of got her sort of as a bit of a side chick, and she's probably thinking a little bit more of her station than she actually has. So the dynamics of that are interesting, and obviously, you know, there's a bit of a pissing contest with her and Bobby, which I have no doubt Bobby will ultimately win, but I would, you know, be sleeping with one eye open. I think the little blonde thing is right to see Bobby as a threat on all fronts that she could be a threat on. So I would imagine at some point that's going to bubble over, and I hope the blonde one ends up dead. I really don't like her. She's got a terribly smug face. Basically, their plan is, you know, using their expertise to break into the ships that are being decommissioned and take in the valuable equipment so that they can then actually use it as part of the real quest that they see, which is actually going through the ring and accessing the ring gates. That's a great plot line. I'm really enjoying it. I was also just noticing how much work has gone into even like the background of the scenes in Mars. I was listening to the conversation, but also noticing that in the background you had like the propaganda videos for Mars still kind of running. It was like people were fighting, and it was don't waste water and stuff like that, and just the juxtaposition of like superficially Martian society continuing, but this absolute rot setting in underneath it. Extremely powerful. So that's kind of where that is. I really thought Bobby was going to wake up in prison and they scattered, but I think she really earned her place in that team, because not only did she find the solution that meant the mission could go forward, but her reaction to like dying or being caught was to warn them. And I think that has definitely cemented her place in that team. And Issei's clearly appreciating the value of Bobby now. I really do find his character very interesting. He's again one of those really ambiguous characters. He's not a goodie, he's not a baddie, he's got bits of both in him. You can see the humanity in him. Oh, I like that. So more of that, please. I like their shenanigans. I like this little pack that's formed and the sort of infighting that's going on in it. We didn't get much from Earth this episode except some frustration from Avasarala, which now means that they are cut off from Ilus. They do not have comms with the planet. They don't know what the fuck is going on. And we also saw a really shitty interaction between the UN, you know, Earth effectively, and the OPA in terms of Ashford and Drummer, because obviously the Sojourner appearing last episode meant that they got found out, because they'd obviously told the UNN and Mars that they destroyed the Sojourner and everything was in hand. Well, that's not how that ended up going, which again is why I think this is Marco behind this, because what this then creates, so it's created the conditions by which Earth and Mars, basically Earth's gone now, Daddy, Mummy and Daddy are here, the children need to do what they're told, which is just not going to wash with the OPA and the Belchers at all. At the same time, we've got Drummer and Ashford trying to chase down the ship that was being communicated to with the Sojourner stuff, and it looks like Marco Inaros was on that ship. I don't think he was. If he was, he's already off it. This just feels like a flat out trap to me, because I can imagine if Marco can, it's especially important if Fred and Anderson Dawes are looking like they're responsible for whatever catastrophe comes next. Then is Marco going for leadership of the entire OPA? Why would he not be? That guy has absolutely got his eye on the top prize, and that would be the top prize. So I think that is going to go a whole variety of wrong. That mission, the interactions, there's a whole world of shit about to open up there. Meanwhile on Ilus, first of all, Green Eye. We've got this condition which we've seen alluded to last episode. Now Elvie's got it, the little kid's got it, so you've got a whole bunch of people in a confined space with what appears to be a contagious infection, and we do not yet know what the impact of that infection is. At this stage, it's itchy eyes and green eyes. But where does it end? Is it the proto-molecule? Is this a new infection? Are we going to end up with a bunch of hybrids bursting out of this thing? Is it a good old-fashioned disease? Are people going to turn into robots? Like, we don't know. We just have no idea, because it's the proto-molecule probably that we're talking about. It could even not be the proto-molecule. It could be an indigenous thing to the planet. Don't know. But that's not going to be good. That is what I know. It is not going to be good. But of course, the centrepiece of the episode was people preparing for devastating earthquakes, 200-kilometre winds, and a fucking tsunami. It's travelling at the speed of sound. All good things. Which they kind of did, really. We lost a couple of people, which you would expect. But they decided that they were going to kind of harness the technology of the proto-molecule to get inside one of the artifacts, seal it up, and hide out. Which they did. But the tsunami is now washed over, and that doesn't. It's not just going to go back out to sea. Like, it looks like the continent is going to be flooded, and that's going to last some considerable time. What is the condition of supplies? How are people going to clean themselves? What's the sanitation? How are people going to use the toilet? All of these sorts of basic questions now are going to become really, really important, because we've got an awful lot of people in a confined space with an infection. And acrimony as it is, we've got Murtry, who's basically hinted very unsubtly that his plan is to kill beginning with basically starting outside of his people. As far as he goes away from his people, those people are dead first. So, you know, I can imagine him starting with fringe belters, working his way back to the leadership, and then that's when our guys are in trouble. And, you know, finally it'll be the scientists, and then it'll be his team. But Murtry would be the last man standing in that scenario. I'm absolutely confident that would be his plan. Anyone can die before Murtry can die. And we've got also the problem of the fusion drives. The reactors now in the ships aren't working. The Barba Piccola is about to fall out of the sky, because it's sort of basically lower into the atmosphere, and it can't use the thrusters that it would to get out of the atmosphere, which means it will just gradually drop. And the other ships aren't they're in a better position because they've got more time, but essentially they have the time it takes for their batteries to run out. And then they are also fucked, and we start losing support systems on the ships. I don't know how we're going to get out of this situation, but I know some crazy, crazy shit is going to go down next. This was a fantastic episode. I felt like I was on the edge of my seat the whole time, and I love those episodes. So that was really cool. And yeah, I just want to see the next one now. It's a bit like last week. I just want to... It's got to that point in the season already again where you're just like, give me the next episode. I don't want to wait another week. But yeah, that was great. Until the next time. Bye-bye.